You know, when I look around at all the entrepreneurs who are grinding it out, spending 70 to 80 hours per week growing their business, you have to ask yourself the question, at what cost? Hi, my name's Tim Uchuk, and in this podcast, we're going to be exploring the tools, tactics, and strategies for crushing it and scaling your business without making the ultimate sacrifice of your time and freedom. Hey guys, what's up? Tim here. It is Saturday morning. I'm about to head into the office for about an hour. And then after that, we are going to get our kids some autographs from the Canadian Snowbirds, which is it's a big deal up here in Canada. The Snowbirds it's like an aerial acrobatics spectacle that happens throughout Canada. They go on tour. And so our house here on the island, we moved here about 2 months ago, is we're right next door to an Air Force base. So if you've been following my feed, every morning at 8:30 we get a nice show in our backyard, and in the morning twice a day, 8:30 and then 12:30. But thinking about airplanes, it made me kind of think about this mantra that I wanted to share with you, and it has to do with the relevance to the airplanes is getting an airplane off the runway. You've probably used that metaphor or an analogy before, and specifically how it pertains to things that you want to achieve in your business or your life. To get anything, to get the flywheel turning, there's the analogy of, forging steel or getting the airplane off the runway. And there are, when I look back, in terms of my business, any successes that I've had, whether it be in business, completing the 14-hour Ironman triathlon in Nice, France, which was insane, came down to three things. And I just want to share this mantra that has been really useful for me. So anytime I've had success in my life, it's come down to the three things, which are focus, and then discipline and consistency. Focus, discipline, and consistency. And so if you don't have those three things and you're trying to accomplish something or anything, you'll notice the symptom of that is that you feel like your wheels are turning and you're not able to complete anything and close the loop on anything if you're missing focus, discipline, and consistency. And so the opposite of focus, obviously, is when you're spread way too thin, or you're taking on too many things. So if you've got 10 irons in the fire, that's the opposite of focus. And when you have the focus, you've got all these opportunities here, and you're saying no to 9 out of these 10 things and saying I'm going to focus on this one thing. That, from my experience, has been the only way that I've achieved success ever in my life. When I'm not focused, meaning I'm saying no to all of the distractions, which, by the way, leads to there's guilt. You have to be able to push through that guilt. You have to be able to push through people's expectations that they're putting on you, in terms of you might feel like you're letting people down, but this is required. This is a byproduct of focus. You cannot please everybody all the time. So focus, okay? You're saying no. I'm going to say no to all these other things and focus in on this one thing. Discipline. So when it comes to, completing an Ironman triathlon, obviously that requires discipline to wake up early in the morning, focus, and put in the work, put in the hours. If you don't do that, if you can't do that, you won't achieve anything, because you will not be able to get the airplane off the runway again and close the loop. And then discipline and consistency is the third thing, and that's just like showing up and doing your push-ups every day. Completing things that are big, that are move the needle accomplishments in your life or business, they require consistency and discipline. It's pretty obvious, but the people that they go hard after something for a day, they feel excited, and then they peter off. Those are the people that are not able to get that airplane off the runway, and they wonder why they feel overwhelmed. They wonder why they're not able to complete things and see them through, is because they're not focused. They don't have the discipline to wake up, do their push-ups. Anything that's meaningful and worthwhile in this world requires discipline and consistency. Those are the three areas that any time in my life where I've had success, it's been in exercising those three things. Anytime whenever I have to check myself and I'm not really getting those airplanes off the runway, it's because I'm missing these three elements in my business or in my life. So I'm going to jump into the office. I just wanted to share those three mantras that are super, super helpful for me. And again, looking back, hindsight's 2020. Those have been the ingredients and keys to my success in anything, especially for my family and I. where we said a couple years back, we want to live on the island, on the coast. We wanted to raise our kids on the ocean. And none of that would have been possible because it required us actually picking up and moving, and me making the hard decision to leave my staff, my team, and my offices and run the business remotely. None of this would have been possible if I didn't say, okay, this is what I want to achieve, and then applied focus, discipline, and consistency to move in that direction. It took a long, long time. It took a lot of hard work. Didn't come easily. But again, like anything in life, if you're not willing to put in those 3 things, do your push-ups, you're not going to enjoy it anyways. If things come too easily to us, that takes away kind of the enjoyment when you get there. Hope that's helpful, guys. I will send some pictures of the snowbirds this afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey, Tim Uchuk here, and real quick, if you enjoyed this podcast episode, if you could take a couple quick seconds to give it a rating, it would be very much appreciated. And secondly, if you're looking for more tools and strategies on how you can crush it in life and business, just head on over to bookwithtim.com, where I've put together a free case study which shows you how to unlock unprecedented freedom today by using the 2 power levers. Just head on over to bookwithtim.com. Until next time, wishing you success and freedom in your business. Cheers.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.